Last season, we did the unthinkable and we managed to knock Manchester United out of the FA Cup as a League Two team. This year in the FA Cup, we've got through the first round. We're now at the second round against Plymouth and we are looking to go even further than we did last time. Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. What a huge episode this is going to be. Not only are we going to get through the January transfer window, we're also going to hopefully get through the FA Cup now and then have a huge third round game against whoever it might be. But obviously, all eyes on Plymouth first, got to get through them. Before we do that though, I just wanted to show you the game we've just played. We played one game in between the last episode. It was 3-1 against Blackpool, a really good win to be fair. They went 1-0 up for a penalty and a second half performance. We brought on the big guns in around about the 60th minute. I just wanted to give a few other players a start, knowing we've got the FA Cup. It was a midweek game too, so the fitness was never going to quite be there, but this was the results. Malcolm picking up the man of the match, a very good shift from him. We are at home and we are going with our strongest possible starting 11. Really important for me to try and progress in this cup, and that is what we're going to do. They've got Mabama up front, a good player there. Listen, this is going to be a very tough game. They're right up there in League One. It's two of the best teams in League One going head-to-head, looking to get through to the third round. Let's make sure that it's us. Dobra has the ball. Dobra's one-on-one. We've just kicked off. Dobra. Oh, my word. He had to score for me. Corner. Good save, actually. Fair enough, Dobra. I'll cut in some slack. But what a start that is for us. And we're straight into it again. This game has got a good game written all over it. Dobra picks the ball up. Finds Esquadinha. Inside to Vergara. Back to Dobra. Look at the football. This is what we're doing. Dobra has been arguably player of the season. Esquadinha whips it into Hartog. Oh my word, Connor Hazard, what a save that is, lad. Fair play. Looked like it was a certain goal. 5 minutes in, we are the ones on top. Here we come again. Vergara on the ball. Finds Andy Lyons. No, doesn't find Lyons. Finds Hartog. Go on, Hart. Oh, we've lost the ball though. And on the break, we seem to be a bit exposed this season. Beidou for them. Come on, lad. Stay strong. Stay strong. Nothing silly. Nothing silly. Nothing silly. I mean... It's a good goal. It's a nice counter-attack. It's a nice counter-attack. Beidou with the goal. I mean, I want to see this again just so I can see who's really at fault. It's just that it's a super assist. He's ran the length of the pitch. So Beidou comes inside, gets past Smith a bit too easily. Yeah, just gets past everyone a bit too easy there. Takes a massive deflection. Watmouth wasn't getting there anyway. We find ourselves 1-0 down in the FA Cup, but only 10 minutes in. We have got time to turn this around. Andy Lyons with a longish throw there. We'll get it back. Now, the thing is, right, I obviously want to go far in the FA Cup, but if we are to get knocked out, it's not the end of the world as Harvey White's shot there just goes over the bar. Just because all focus on League One, I knew we'd do well in League Two regardless. So when we were on the cup run, that was the highlight of the season. You know, we were so far clear in the table. This season's not going to be like that. So if we do have to focus on League One, so be it. But of course, I always want to try and get us as far in this competition as possible. And speaking with that, so do the boys, because we've been all over them since their little counter-attack. Harvey White back to Andy Smith. Matete, lovely little ball to Hartog. Lovely 1-2. Got to score. Got to score. Connor Hazard. It's your day, innit? It's your day. Oh, man. You just know. Look at the stats. You know how this is going, don't you? You know how this is going. Connor Hazard having the game of his life. We didn't have the Gills top last episode. It was in the wash. I put it back on, and this is what's happening. The game says no. Dobra in the boxer right before half-time. This changes everything. Dobra, lovely little turn. Can we score? Blocked. And it's gone in. It's Jasper Hartog that makes it 1-1. Pinball. That might be the only way we're going to beat Connor Hazard. It's just if we can somehow find a way. Esquadinha cuts inside, finds Dobra. Dobra with a bit of magic. Cuts it back. Vergara's shot is blocked well. Van Persie's shot is blocked well. And Hartog says, leave it to me. I'll send the boys in 1-1 at half-time. But a big goal, a massive goal for us in this tie. It's a different team talk. It's a different team talk at 1-1. You know, I'm happy with how we've been playing. Just keep doing the same thing, lads, and it will come. Because look at those stats. We're all over them. We've just got to convert a few of these chances and win this game. See it out. Here's Van Persie to Dobra. White. Look at this football. It's so nice. That's what will say. Our football is superb. We've stepped up a league, but we've stepped up the quality as well. Hartog, Vergara, Matete, knocking it round. Hartog has a go, and Connor Hazard forced to make a save again. He has been superb for them. A player that I actually looked at before we went with Watmouth on loan. May reconsider that at some point because he's having a great game. Matete thought he was going to shoot. We all did. We know he loves a shot. We've lost the ball again, and on transition, here come Plymouth. Andy Lyons tracking back well. Okay, well done. We've recovered well here. Not direct from a counter-attack, but that's an easy ball through. And Amechi makes it 2-1. So undeserved. We've been by far the better team. Connor Hazard's having the game of his life. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. We've been here before. We've lost games in this manner when we haven't converted our chances. It's a very easy ball through. Bali Mumba, ball at the back post. Esquadinha, fell asleep. Going forward, he's great. Defensively, he could do with a bit of work. I might look at, the thing is with the financial fair play restrictions, it's hard to sign anyone, but I might look at a more defensive left back for games like this. But ultimately, it's on us to go and sort this out and turn it around. Here's Wiridu, knocks it long. We'll deal with that though. Can't pick up a second ball though. As Boateng finds Mumba. One more goal for them could be killer for us, I have to say. Mackenzie whips it in. Amechi. Edwards. Oh my word. I thought that Beidou was just going to flick it over Watmouth then. A big chance for them. Still, we need to start making more chances. One last roll of the dice from us. 2 more subs made as Caleb Watts finds Beidou. Over to Edwards. Got to try and get the ball back. We haven't really had any chances since we made the subs, to be honest. As Boateng finds Caleb Watts. Watts likes to cut in. Eases past Lyons. It's too easy. And that is 3-1 to Plymouth. 3-1 to Plymouth. Caleb Watts. Easily past Andy Lyons. He's had a poor game for his standards. Whips it back. Mabama is there to convert. And ultimately, it looks as though we might be heading out of the FA Cup. Which, as I say, I'm obviously going to be disappointed. Of course I am. But it's not the be-all and end-all for us. We've got a big season, a long season in League One that we've got to make sure that we're competitive throughout. So it is what it is. But Boateng, let's not make it embarrassing, lads. It's embarrassing. Beidou makes it 4-1. And a total collapse from us at home as well. Disappointing. Disappointing. At 1-1, this game was there for the taking. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it again. Look at the stats. Simply not good enough. So we're going to see some changes again in January. And I think the depth that we've got isn't quite good enough in certain positions. And it's affecting us on the pitch. But there you go. That is full time. 30 shots, 11 on target, 3 XG, 60% possession, 1 goal. Something's not working. So there it is. We are out of the FA Cup once again to a team in our league. We'll keep an eye on who Plymouth do get in the FA Cup just to see who it would have been. But ultimately, very disappointing. But it is what it is, lads. It is what it is. We'll move on and we'll focus solely on the league. So this is the League One table. We have got 3 games in hand against Millwall somehow. Not really sure how that quite works. But we are 3 points ahead of them. So we're anticipating that we're going to be second when everything lies as it is. Bristol City, even with 2 games in hand, they probably won't catch us. So let's assume that we're second. Why are we the only team to play 22? Make that make sense. But anyway, let's assume that we're second. So we've got everything left to do. What I will do now is I'll play a couple of games off camera. So where are we? So I'll play Mansfield, Exeter, Cardiff and Port Vale off camera. And then we're going to come back for a blockbuster month. We're going to be playing Plymouth. We're going to be playing Stockport. And of course, we're going to be playing Millwall. And as I said in the last episode, we'll finish with a live game against Barnsley to showcase any new signings. So I will see you for this huge game in League One. All right, lads, we are back. It is now the end of December. It's actually taken me, I believe, 3 in real life days to get this filmed. I've had huge computer problems. It's been an absolute nightmare. I haven't been able to record. At one point, I even thought I'd lost the save. So thankfully, we are back, I believe, touch wood. We are back filming as usual. So the content now, we're going to get it out a lot quicker. So apologies for the delay in real life. Bit of a nightmare. Filmed half of it. now I'm back filming the other half. So yeah, a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, straight back into the video. So we beat Mansfield 3-0. This was the game directly after the Plymouth game. Very disappointing Plymouth game, but we came back strong, absolutely dominated them. I don't think I've dominated a team as much as this in a Football Manager. It has been an absolute domination show. Seb Palmer-Holden, he has had to come into the side. We've had Van Persie injured after the Plymouth game in training. So Palmer-Holden's come in and got himself a goal, which is what we want to see. Other than that, it's Dobra pulling the strings, really. Once I've gone through these games, I'm going to show you the squad and the stats, just so you can see a bit of a gauge as to who is doing it for us. Up next, then, it is Exeter, and we were away from home, but still picked up all 3 points. A bit of a slight rotation in the team for us in terms of a few players coming in that don't normally play. And there he is again, Seb Palmer-Holden picking up his second goal in his second game. So he really gave a good case as to why, you know, maybe he's not finished with us. It's been a very disappointing start for him. Maybe he's not finished. Then it was Cardiff, and we went 5-0 up in this game. Until the 64th minute, we were 5-0 up. They then scored 2 goals in 5 minutes, which did concern me slightly. We've all had those games on Football Manager where you go, hold on a minute, and then there's just more and more goals. It wasn't one of those, thankfully. As you can see, Seb Palmer-Holden picked up the man of the match. 2 goals for Seb and an assist, so what a performance from him. A player who's taken his opportunity. A player who has certainly taken that opportunity. So there's going to be a big question asked about who starts in terms of him and Van Persie. Van Persie's been amazing for us, but can I take someone out the team? You're only as good as your last match. That's a decision for me to make for the Plymouth game, and you'll see that in a minute. But before we do the Plymouth game, we had one final game, and this time we went 5-0 up before half-time. So when I had to stop recording, or I stopped playing Football Manager to then leave, I was gutted because we just scored 10 goals in 2 games, absolutely on fire. And you know, sometimes you close the Football Manager game, you open it back up, and your team forgets how to play football. So here's me hoping that does not happen in this game. Right, let me show you the squad then. So this is where we are in terms of players. Our top goal scorer, Shaquille Van Persie, 13 goals, 4 assists. Unbelievable start to him at Gillingham. He's been superb. Dobra, the same. This season, a real coming-of-age season for him. 17 goal contributions. Jasper, up there with 10. Seb Palmer-Holden, 7 goals in 12 games. I mean, that's actually quite solid. I didn't realise it was as good as that, but an 8 goal contributions from him. And then you can just sort of see everyone else. Anyone interesting popping up with any good assists? Andy Lyons with 12 assists. That is crazy. Fair play to Andy Lyons. He normally gets an assist based on that once every 2 games, which is absolutely fantastic. Other than that, Furlong at left back, he doesn't even start, which is mental. And then other than that, yeah, it is the same faces. So that is the squad. They're the people that are pulling the strings for us. Most appearances is Watmouth, as to be expected. And I'm very impressed with Oliver Watmouth. Oliver Watmouth. Why can't I say that name? Anyway, regardless, it's Plymouth now. We want revenge in the league. In fact, before I do that, let me just quickly show you the actual table itself. Of course, we are still top. The menus are still confusing me. The menus are still getting me from time to time. We're still top. 59 points to 57 of Millwall. Our form has been unbelievable to the point where it's kept us at the top. Us, Millwall, Bristol City, Plymouth, Stockport, Leyton Orient. That is such a solid top 6. Really, really tight. But it's the title race that we're looking at. And Millwall still have that game in hand, but we've managed to hold them off for now. So it's up against Plymouth now. 4th place Plymouth. Let's do this. All right, then here we are looking for revenge. It looks a very similar side that we played in the FA Cup, so we know what to expect. We got caught on transition. That was the problem. Caught on transition. I've tried to make a couple of little tactical tweaks to maybe stop that from happening, but ultimately the way we played, the high press, the aggression, it's going to happen from time to time. So let's hope the boys can get the job done. Because realistically, a win here, and it sort of really separates us and 3rd and 4th place, which is what we want. We want to be in the title race, not the playoff automatic race. We want to be in that 1st and 2nd contention. So the aim is to try and win the league, but ultimately we want to go up in 2nd or 1st. Here we go. Massive game. Connor Hazard, man of the match last time for them. He was absolutely superb. Here's Raksaki in the side instead of Harvey White, who was just a little bit tired. Esquadinha back to Raksaki. Vigera, Palmer, Holden looking to carry on his fantastic form. Dobra off the bar. Connor, it's going to take something special to beat Connor Hazard if he's in that form he was last time. A shot like that, we love to see it. Dobra looking lively. Here is Luke Ayling, also having to come in for Andy Lyons, who's a bit tired. Hartog goes back to Watmouth. All right. You know I get a little bit twitchy when we're playing like this, but that's absolutely fine. Smith. Raksaki, ball over the top to Dobra. Big chance. This is Dobra, cuts inside, plays it through. It's off the post. Connor Hazard collects it. And this is exactly how the game against Plymouth started last time out. We had chance after chance after chance. We couldn't quite convert it, but we've made the better start by a country mile here. Half-time, 0-0, the better team, but they have had a big chance. So we've got to be on top of our game. I want us to go out and get the first goal. I think that is very, very important. And here could be the chance straight away. Vigera, interesting free kick. Whips it to the back post. We'll get it back with Dobra. Go on, Dobra. Dobra all the way. Oh, my word. Don't tell me he saved it again. Right, we need to look into Connor Hazard because this guy is a genuine joke. Another unbelievable save from Connor Hazard. Hartog now, though. Bit of a chance here. Nearly 3-on-2 there, but they're going to get men back. Hartog. Ball through. Shoot. Raksaki. Oh, that laid up perfect. Dobra. Back to Esquadinha. Esquadinha to Dobra. The football is superb. Esquadinha loses it, but Dobra wins it back. Raksaki has a go. It's a poor strike. It's a poor strike, but it's a good opportunity. Very good football from us. Here is Luke Ayling then. We have decided to make some changes. One of them is Shaquille Van Persie, our main man on the pitch, as well as this man here, Malcolm, always a live wire. Might not be a Gillingham player for too much longer due to FFP, but always a live wire. Raksaki's gone for a long distance effort. And at first I thought there was nothing, but Connor Hazard has made that look a lot more of a bigger chance than it might have been. 84.5 minutes on the clock. Sam Gale with the ball in our half. Come on, lads. Let's try and get that one big opportunity. Connor Hazard going to be tough to beat. Here's Berry. He's just come on for Dobra. Ball to Malcolm. There's good numbers in the box, sorry. Malcolm drives through. Malcolm goes alone. And he's put it wide. It looked like it might have hit the post. Sometimes it's just not your day, and Plymouth might just be one of those teams, but we're going to maybe have one final chance here. Matete to Malcolm. Malcolm over to Andy Smith. A few tired legs out there. Wish we had more subs. Tolaj wins it back. And now Baidu's through on goal. Linesman says it's not offside. It looked offside. Baidu shoots. And thank goodness that has not gone in because we have been by far the better team. It would have been a robbery if they got one. Full time at Plymouth here then. And do you know what? As much as it is a disappointing result. Yeah, listen lads. I feel as though it was a good display. Ultimately, at the same time, they're in the top 4. It's a very difficult game on paper. Millwall now go level on points with us in League One, which is not ideal, but we didn't lose. That's the important thing. We're not going to win every single game, and we do have a bit of a habit of if we don't win, we seem to lose, which on the surface of things, when it goes your way, it's great. As you can see, 19 wins up there, only 3 draws, same as Millwall, but a draw is still a good result. You've got to still try and win those games away from home, so I will take that. But up next, it doesn't get much easier. We have got a huge game against Stockport. But before I do go into the next game, we have got some big decisions to make. For example, we've got a lot of players out of contract. At the minute, Andy Lyons, a player that I want to give a new contract to. He's doing really well. He's asked me for a new contract. I literally just can't afford to give him the contract because of FFP. So we need to do a lot this transfer window, but the transfer window starts tomorrow. So in terms of contracts being offered, it's very difficult to decide who gets one. So leave it with me. We'll get through this game against Stockport and I will offer some new contracts and we'll see who we decide to keep. All right then, lads, we're back for the Stockport game then. Off the pitch, it is chaos. Financial fair play. We need to free up 12.5 grand of wage, which is just absolutely huge. So expect a few changes in this transfer window. The one thing that I'm hoping doesn't change is our performance in League One. We've been superb, so let's make sure we try and continue it here against a very good Stockport side. They're in the top 6. It's going to be the same as the Plymouth game. It's a very tough test, one that we're going to have to be at our best to do. Van Persie comes back in. Other than that, a couple of changes just for a few players that are injured or a bit tired. Andy Lyons comes back in the squad as well. Our highest assist man, 12 for him. Let's see if he can get any more. Watmouth has the ball in goal here for us. Goes out long to Furlong, who's been a very solid signing, I have to say. A bit of a kick clash here, you know, a bit of a kick clash. But anyway, Matete back to Harvey White, who's back in the squad. Shaquille to Dobra. Here's Armando Dobra all the way. Armando Dobra cannot score past Corey Adai, but a decent chance nonetheless. Are we going to see the corner? We're not. Well, not a lot happened in that first half, did it? Wow. What a ball. Considering the games before this, we scored 10 goals in 2 games. Not much happening. We've been the better side, though, and that is important, but we've got to make sure we get a win here. And here's Andy Lyons to try and help us do so. Hartog, Matete. Bagheera loses the ball to Kyle Wootton. And here comes Stockport. We know they're not bad on the counter, but when you've got Dobra ratting like that to win it back, you don't need it. Anyway, Dobra now, one-on-one. This is where he's best. What a ball in that is. Shaquille Van Persie. Listen, that is a fantastic header. Everything about this goal is fantastic. Dobra, Armando Dobra. We signed him last season from Chesterfield. He was far too good for League Two. Wasn't getting enough game time at Chesterfield. We picked him up, and look at this. Not only does he win the ball back, a weak foot cross to the back post. Perfect. Shaquille Van Persie rises highest, and that's 1-0. What a goal that is. That's why Van Persie's in the team, and that is why we signed Dobra. This really is a game of no highlights whatsoever. Okay. And here is one now. Galvez for them, up to Allen. Come on, lads. Stay strong here. Big Kyle Wootton was up there, but bigger Andy Smith won it. Here is Bagheera then on the counter. Something you don't see too much from us here, to be fair. They've got good numbers back. Malcolm, though. Bit of a burst of pace. Malcolm drives in. Seb Palmer Holden. Oh, he's an off-camera merchant, isn't he? He's an off-camera merchant. He can't do it when the bright lights are on, can he? He just can't. Unfortunate, though. Nice move. Got to see this game out. We can't. They've had 2 shots. We cannot draw this game. Got to see it out. And that is full time, guys. What a massive result that is for us. What a big moment. What a big moment. 4 points out of Plymouth and Stockport. I think that is a good result. I really, really do. And Millwall, as you can see down there as well, they won as well. So it's a huge result for us. One that we really needed to make sure that we got. Because, you know, as I say, a lot of change in the transfer window. Expect players to be unhappy. The squad's going to have to take a temporary bit of a hit in order for us to get rid of these FFP. I don't think they're charges. It's not quite a Man City level. But, you know, one thing we don't want to do is a points deduction. That would be catastrophic. So we've got to, as we make it 9 unbeaten, yeah, I'm looking at that request contract, but I'm not going to do it yet. We've got to make sure we do things correctly on the pitch and also off the pitch. So, where are we now? Let's have a look at the table, which again, I'm still struggling to understand the menus. I'm struggling to get there. So we are currently top. As we say, we're level on points with Millwall. We're in a very good position. What we will do now is we will go and do a little bit off camera. I will be doing some wheeling and dealing, but not for long though. For maybe 2 weeks in game, and then we are back for the biggest game of the season so far. It is against Millwall. We're at home. That has to be 3 points. So we'll come back from Millwall. Then I will see you on the 16th of January. We're in a transfer embargo. Don't expect incomings, but are we going to see some outgoings? All right, lads, it does not get bigger than this. It is Millwall. And they have lost their game in hand. They lost 2-1 to Reading, which was huge. So we're actually tied at the top of the table, level on points, level on games, something that I did not think would happen when they had 3 games in hand. Still don't know why they had them, but anyway, huge game. We are almost full strength, practically full strength. The bench is looking a little bit weak, but that's okay. Ultimately, huge game, potential title decider. Up the Gills, come on lads. Andy Lyons to Andy Smith. Whatmuth. I'm actually nervous, you know. I'm nervous. I haven't filmed in days. It's all been the biggest ordeal, but we're back now, and I'm so happy to be back. Dobra finds Vergara. Why can't I speak? Vergara. Twist, turns Dobra, and it's 1-0 to Gillingham against Millwall. What a start that is. What a start that is. Could not ask for a better start, and it's Dobra. That man again. Vergara gets the ball here. It's a lovely little move, worked up the pitch. Just relaxes, twists back inside, sees the run from Dobra. Lovely ball. Millwall are sleeping, and what a little tight finish that is. Past Jensen. 1-0. Listen, we've got a long way to go in this game, but what a start in this title decider. Millwall could come back 2 minutes later, though. Whipped in. Come on, big winner. Come on, someone. Oh, my word. Caleb Taylor. He scores bangers in real life. He scored a banger here. What a goal. And just like that, 3 minutes later, if that, and they're back level. Bangora Williams here whips it in, and we just don't really deal with it. Who's marking him? Who's marking him? Looks at the back post, the missed header. What a goal that is. Whatmuth, no chance. The power on the strike. 1-1. It's, hey, lads, it's still 0-0. Still 0-0. Go again. But, yeah, work to do again. Here is Caleb Taylor. Don't shoot, please. McCann. They have got such a good squad. Such a good squad. Hit the zoo. Not saying his name. Not saying his name. Here's McCann. Oh, come on. Come on, lads. Win the ball. Great effort. Oh, my God. What a goal that is from McCann. 1 goal in 1 match. He's come in and done this. Unbelievable. McCann, I tell you what, it is perfect. It is absolutely perfect from him. Lets it come across him. 1 touch. Whips it into the top corner. Whatmuth, no chance. And after the start that we could have only dreamt of, we find ourselves 2-1 down. Millwall, top of the table. We're going to get another highlight. Is this not the craziest start to a game? It's 2-1 inside 10 minutes. We've lost the ball again. We've lost the ball again. Forster now on transition. We don't look great. Bangora Williams is up. Come on, lads. Deal with this. Deal with this. Oh, my word. 3-1 down inside 10 minutes. 4 goals in 10 minutes. Disgraceful start from us. Don't get me wrong. Our first goal was great. This is a really poor goal. I don't mind screamers. But we've lost the ball. And on transition again. Ball played in. Too easy to be dealt with. And it's an easy finish for Bangora Williams. And it's 3-1. And now we have a serious mountain to climb. I'm going to go to positive, because we've got to change something and just go for it a bit here. What a mental start to the game, though, this is. Here's Caleb Taylor. Ali McCann. Mitchell. Forson. They are having the possession here. We hit him on the counter for our goal. We've won it back, though. Harvey White to Esquadinha. Ball over the top, but no one's there. But Shaquille Van Persie does get it a mistake. Van Persie. Oh, that needed to go. It didn't. 15 minutes in and nothing needed to go in. But what a big goal that would have been. Again, though, our chance is coming, hitting them on the counter. Here's Hartog. Corner comes in, dealt with by Kramer. Dobra back to Andy Smith, back to Dobra, who shoots, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar. Their screamers have gone in, ours not quite. As we're going to keep going. This is the most crazy 20 minutes of football I think we've had on the channel so far. Am I recording? I am recording. Let me just make sure. Goodness me. Missed 4 goals, 5 chances. Crazy. Anyway, ball up is dealt with. McCann will get the second ball first, but Shaquille Van Persie gets it back. Here's Matete. Go on, Matete. Find that ball. Oh, it's not a bad ball. The run just wasn't there. Jensen goes long. Got to win it again, but look after it, though. Yes, well done, Andy Smith. Over here to Masterson. Harvey White. Esquadinha. He looks to be a live wire today. Ball to Dobra, who's always a live wire. Big chance. I can't believe he's not squared that back. I cannot believe he's not squared that back. Chances nonetheless, and we'll take them. And we're back in again. Here is Taylor. Again, don't shoot. Ball forward here. Forson skips past Esquadinha. They've scored every chance they've had so far. No penalty, no fouls, no silliness. Forson, I tell you what a great effort that was. What a great effort that was. And again, we've got fortunate there. Watmouth will take the goal kick, though. Matete. All right, lads. All right. I need to do a bit of an Unai Emery. Calm. Calm. Don't get sucked into their chaos. Hartog finds Vergara. Vergara finds Andy Smith. Over to Masterson. Come on, lads. Esquadinha, great ball. Vergara, lovely football. Dobra, Hartog. Is he onside? Is he onside? He's not. He's not. And that would have been 3-2 inside 22 minutes. I will openly say we are the better team here. If any team looks more likely to get the next goal or two, it is us. So let's keep that momentum going. But one more goal for them, though, and I think it's game over. No matter how good we play, I think it's game over. Right, then, we're back again. They've made a sub. They've taken off Tristan Kramer. Maybe that's an injury. Back again for the second half, though. Come on, lads. Need to get a second goal. Need to get it quickly. Can't afford to lose this game. And I tell you what, 3 minutes in, we're back. Here's Matete. Vergara. Matete. Hartog. Nice football. Patient football. Don't mind this at all. Go on, Andy Lyons is your man. Andy Lyons through to Hartog. Hartog back to Andy Lyons. Andy Lyons shoots. It's been saved. And it's a corner. And it was an unconventional save from Jensen, to be honest. But Andy Lyons hasn't scored yet. Gets the assist. Nearly got himself a goal there. Harvey White picks it up here. I'm on the cusp of making some substitutions. We'll have to see what happens here. Andy Smith to Masterson. Back to Harvey White. Playing some nice football. And it looks as though in the second half, and we're really starting to control this game now, as Esquadinha runs down the byline. Ball in, it's deflected. I thought that went in. It is a corner, and it was very nearly an own goal. Right then, I'm going to make changes after this corner. Vergara whips it in. Up is Shaquille Van Persie, a player I was considering taking off. He's not coming off now. 3-2. Who'd have thought, hey? It's a great corner. Vergara whips it in and Van Persie just wriggles free. There you go. You can see it just there. Just drifts off. Jensen maybe could have done a bit better. It was slightly towards him. Nonetheless, though, we will take that. We are certainly well in this game now. Look at the stats. Come on, lads, keep this momentum going. I've just remembered I've completely forgot to show you the game in between this. We beat Wigan 2-1. Malcolm scored both the goals. A player that could be leaving us came up clutch there. He's now on the pitch, looking to make a difference. Looks like it's going to be heartbreak. Yeah, wow. What a... Millwall go 3 points clear in the title race. And we can only be left disappointed when you look at the stats. I mean, credit, what a goal McCann scored. Caleb Taylor scored a nice goal as well. We gifted them one really straight from kickoff. That one stings because that means now that Millwall have got the 3-point advantage. There's a long way to go, a lot of football left, but we've already beat them once. A double would have been so big for our season. 10 games undefeated. Now down to none. But the grind continues. So, where are we now? We are currently, if I scroll down, we've got Peterborough, Reading and Colchester. The final game of the episode, we'll do Barnsley live. We might not even be able to make any signings. It's going to be a very crazy end of the window. I will show you how that goes. As mentioned, we did beat Wigan 2-1. Malcolm with both of the goals. Sadie, a player who... I haven't got any money, so I'm not even going to say it, but he does seem to score a lot of goals against us. Nonetheless, lads, you know the score. You know where we're left after that game. 3 points behind Millwall, and we've got to now catch them up and overtake them if we want to win the league. But listen, we're still in a very healthy position, We're still in a very healthy position to go up, but that one is one we could have won, or at least drew, because we were the better side. I will see you at the end of the January transfer window. So we have finished the January transfer window. But before we do that, let me show you how we got on in our games in that January transfer window. And, we've just come off the back of losing to Millwall and a disappointing loss where we were the better team. Let's put that behind us. Let's chase them. Let's get after them. It's 3 points. And we go and drop this performance. First minute, we conceded. And then right before half-time, absolutely battered them. Should have won the game. Didn't even score a goal. Very, very frustrating for us there because this was a game that we really could have won. Alex Bass picking up the man of the match for them. A very good performance from him, but so frustrating for us to not be able to get the 3 points. We did bounce back, though, against Reading. A 2-1 win. Vergara at the double. Massive signing he has been for us. I didn't realise that it would have plummeted us into FFP issues, but ultimately, he's sort of making it worth it now. He's making it worth it. But realistically, 2-1 win. I was happy to get back on track. Millwall had won their game, so it went from 3 level points at the Millwall game to now with 3 points. Now we're 6 points behind. And again, second place is more than good enough. I didn't even think we'd be up there this season. But, you know, you get excited, don't you? You get excited. So, we won this game, though. Job done. Stop the rot. Before finally, another game where we had so many chances. Only the 1 goal. Shaquille Van Persie. A 1-0 win over Colchester. Very happy with this. 2 wins back-to-back. Gets us a bit more back on track. So, where does that leave us in the table? Well, we are 2 points behind Millwall. I think they have a game in... No, they don't have a game in hand. Wow. So, we are so clear in terms of third place. That's a hard one to say. Third place Plymouth. But 2 points is all it is. We've got the superior goal difference and we've got the same goals scored. This one could go down to the wire. If we'd have just picked up the draw against Millwall, so frustrating. But regardless, there's a few games left to play. 13 games left to play. A lot to play for. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish off the episode, as I said we would against Barnsley, to show you all of our new signings. So let me go into club, into transfer history, sort by date, and you'll see that we've signed no one. Absolutely no one. We're only getting rid of Ewan Williams, whose contract was up at the end of the season. He went to Notts County for 10,000. We're in trouble, lads. I don't know what it means. In the comments, let me know what it means. I'll have a little Google as well after this, but we're still non-compliant. 16.5. What? It's gone up from 12 to 16. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. So, we're obviously in a transfer embargo. I need to understand. I need to work it out how exactly it works. Because realistically, it's going up and it's all about revenue. I appreciate that. But I need to have a look at how it works, right? Because we might need to make a couple of big sales. Of course, we'll let some players' contracts run out at the end of the season. But realistically, I need to be able to spend money to compete, especially if we do go up. So let's see what happens. There was takeover rumours. Our owner came out and said, shut up. Takeover rumours, behave. So, yeah, but that is where we are. 2 points behind. We now have a massive game against Barnsley. It's not that huge, to be fair. Barnsley, I don't even know where they are in the league, but ultimately, I said I'd play this game to showcase any new signings. Instead, we'll just play it anyway. We'll just play it anyway. All right, then, here we go. Barnsley. Let's see where they are in the table. Let's have a look at the lineup as well. Davis, Keeler Dunn, not a bad player at all. Luke O'Connell, also not a bad player. They've got a decent squad. Where are they? They're going to be mid-table. They stink of mid-table. Oh, wow, they're actually relatively down there. Not necessarily in danger of getting relegated, but down there nonetheless. So, this is a game we've got to win. Plain and simple, got to win. Got to keep the pressure on Millwall. Got to make sure they feel us at their beck and call. We're there. We're right behind you, lads. And if you slip up once or twice, we will catch you. That is what I want this team to feel like. We're on the chase, on the charge. Big 3 points needed. Here's Vergara. Here's Dobra. Raksaki, who's got the nod ahead of course, Harvey White, who's just coming back from injury. It's a big boost for us. And here's Dunn. Oh, boy. And now Phillips. We know on transition, we struggle. Phillips runs through. Phillips makes it 1-0. Disappointing that is. But ultimately, on transition again, if we do get promoted, we're going to have to tweak the tactics. I've barely tweaked them because they just work. And this is a prime example of where we get caught, though. Phillips on the transition, far too easy. So we will have to make changes, I do believe, if we go up to the Championship. But anyway, doesn't matter. 1-0. Let's come on. Let's bounce back. Get ourselves back into this game before half-time. Here's Hartog. Raksaki. Andy Lyons to Hartog. What a ball that is. Hartog keeps it in, finds Andy Lyons again. Andy Lyons, it's gone in, and it's Andy Lyons' first goal for Gillingham, I think. I don't think he got one last season. 12 assists, and now 1 goal. Absolutely, I mean, I'm not really sure what happens. It's a great ball in the first place, though. Hartog finds him again. The shot sort of just goes for a bit of a sea of bodies, and Yeah, maybe. Oh, it takes a slight deflection, but it looks like it was on target, maybe. Regardless, Andy Lyons will claim it. Fraser Forster, wrong-footed, 1-1. Let's go and get another one before half-time, lads. That would be a fantastic recovery after their first goal. And maybe we will. Here is Andy Lyons. Over to Andy Smith. Matete, Raksaki, Masterson. Masterson has signed a new deal. I never thought he would. I just offered him basically the same contract he's on now, and eventually he accepted, even though he wanted an extra 1.5k a week. So don't know how he managed to pull that one out, but a decent chance there for us to go and get it 2-1. Not quite. Got into the lads a little bit at half-time. Told them I'm not best pleased with that first half performance. Like the recovery, but let's not give these anything. And Davis Keeler-Dunn nearly just, nearly made that team talk worthless. Here we go. Playing out from the back. Watmouth over to Furlong. Look after it, lads. Look after it. You know, this is the thing. We play out from the back. It can go wrong sometimes, but no one make any silly mistakes. That's all I ask. Concentration. That's what I'm drilling into these lads. Concentration. Do not slip up here. And we look like we've played ourselves out nicely there. As here's Hartog. Ball through to Vergara. Come on, son. Lovely little step inside. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. And it is 2-1. Antonio Vergara with the goal. A man who we put a lot of money into. We decided to bite the bullet and go for him. He's basically a better version of Bradley Dack. We've got Burrito, who's out with the international duty at Argentina for the under-21s or something. And he had more than stepped up in the last few weeks. Huge performance, massive goal. But let's all relax, lads. The team talk clearly worked, but let's relax. Go on and get another goal. Don't give them any stupid chances. Here is Fraser Forster. Smashes it long. Got to deal with this. Got to deal with the second ball too. Well done, Jasper Hartog. Andy Lyons now on the right-hand side. He's having a stormer. Andy Lyons. Ball comes in. No one there to meet it. But here's Furlong, who will meet it. And it looks like it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Hartog was brought down. Is he now saying he's going to take it as well? 2 assists already. Hartog, to put breathing room between us and Barnsley, steps up. Go on, son. And sends Fraser Forster the wrong way. Jasper Hartog, what a signing he has been. Him and Shaquille Van Persie, on loan from Dutch clubs, have been pivotal for our success this season. They just have. Hartog said, I've been fouled. I want to take it. Steps up, cool as you like, into the bottom corner. 3-1 to Gillingham. And this is breathing room. Early payout has been given. This is what we wanted. Here come Barnsley then. I don't know why I sounded so Barnsley. But here come Barnsley. We've had the luxury now, 3-1 up, to make some changes. So we've brought off Hartog and Dobra just to give Malcolm and James Berry some time. As Barnsley trying to be a bit patient here. Ball forward to George Gent. Don't. And all of a sudden it gets tight again. And it's come from nothing. We've been all over them. I want to see how this goal happens. So obviously the ball forward is fair enough. George Gent gets the ball here. Gets past Andy Lyons. Okay, it's just a good ball. It's this here. The lack of marking. Watmouth doesn't come and claim it. You know, it's a frustrating one. But is it the match engine or is it the actual players themselves? I think the match engine. I think it's more at fault there. Why they've left them unmarked, who knows? But 3-2, got to lock in now and try and see this game out. Don't give them anything more. I'm going full Mikel Arteta, OG and Sam Gale, 2 centre-backs on at full-back. A few minutes left, so 7 minutes added on. So where are we getting the 7 from? And it is a corner, and their goalkeeper is up as well. Fraser Forster is up. Here they come with the ball. Shot. It looks like it might have been a handball. Play goes on. Davis Keeler-Dunn. Can we win it back with Berry? We can't. They've had a shot from distance, and Watmouth has made a big save there. Fair play to him. Staying concentrated. 91st minute there. Come on, lads. Just see it out. Just see it out. This is the title race. This is what champions do. They grind out results like this. We went 1-0 down. We turned it around. We had a late scare and we dealt with it. Couldn't have asked for more from the boys. And I didn't think this game was going to have much in it. There's no new signings, nothing exciting happening. But ultimately, I wanted to just play this game, and what a game it was. And you might have already seen it. You might have already seen it. Let's get through this. Yes, lads, well done. I'm very proud of all of you. But you might have already seen it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, because let's have a look at this. The Sky Bet League One. We are now back to top of the league. The Millwall loss did not affect us. They've hit 3 draws on the bounce. We've had 3 wins on the bounce, and we are back level on points, ahead on goal difference. And the goals scored now ahead as well. So we are in pole position. It's our title to lose. It is our title to lose. Let me just show you the fixture schedule. Let's get a bit of a plan together in terms of the rest of the season. So, here's the games we have left remaining. Our next game is up against Salford. Our final game is against Mansfield. In terms of big fixtures in this, hey, I'll tell you now, that's actually quite a nice run-in. That is actually quite a nice run-in. There are very winnable games there. Bristol City stand out. Blackpool stands out. And maybe Sheffield Wednesday do stand out as well. Reece Johnson coming back to haunt us, maybe. But we will finish the season next episode. What a huge episode it shall be. Where's the Barnsley game? There it is. What a huge episode it will be. We'll finish the season and we'll see our fate. And we will see the position we are going to be left in for arguably whatever division we are in, the hardest transfer window we would have had yet, because this FFP drama will not leave us. So lads, if you are enjoying the content, I'm back regularly. PC issues sorted, the save backed up more than you could ever see. So we're back. Please subscribe, drop a like. I cannot wait to bring you more content. I've also got some tier list content coming soon as well. Some more other videos, not just Football Manager, as I started with when I made the channel. So there is a big month ahead for us. Stick around, and as always, thank you for support, and I will catch you on the next one.